Welcome to Sports Choke News. Please subscribe to get notified whenever we post our videos. Manchester United are interested in signing Wolves forward Matheus Cunha this summer. The Brazilian, who has a £62.5 million release clause in his Wolves contract, is expected to leave Molineux at the end of the season. Multiple club sources have told BBC Sport the 25-year-old is one of a number of attacking options on United's shortlist, with Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap, 22, also of interest. Improving United's scoring record is a priority for head coach Ruben Amorim. Only Southampton, Leicester City, Ipswich, Everton and West Ham have scored fewer than the 38 goals United have managed in 33 Premier League matches this season. Cunha is viewed as an ideal addition to play in one of the two attacking midfield positions in Amorim's preferred 3-4-2-1 formation. Cunha, Wolves' top scorer this season with 16 goals to his name in all competitions, plays in a similar system under current boss Vitor Pereira. United are set to face competition from a number of Premier League clubs for Cunha, with Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Newcastle all known to be looking to sign a forward this summer. Cunha has scored 32 times in 87 appearances for Wolves, but his disciplinary record may be of some concern to suitors. The former Atletico Madrid striker has been sent off twice this season, missing 6 games in total through suspension. The forward said in an interview with The Observer in March that he has told Wolves he needs to take the next step and fight for titles. United's planning for next season is hindered by uncertainty over their financial situation. At a conservative estimate, the club stand to gain around £100 million in additional funds if they win this season's Europa League and qualify for the Champions League. But, with each league position worth £3 million in the Premier League, United stand to lose around £24 million should they finish in their current position of 14th compared to an 8th-placed finish last season. Following Sunday's home defeat by Wolves, Amorim said the club have a plan to improve the squad but that the situation could not be addressed until the summer. United desperate for forwards. Analysis. Cunha would seem to be a very good fit for Manchester United. An aggressive attacking player, capable of dropping deeper and linking play or threatening the opponent's goal, and scoring. He is the kind of player Amorim's squad has been crying out for all season. Before his season-ending injury, Joshua Zirkzee looking like the answer in the most advanced position. Work is going on behind the scenes at Old Trafford to come up with a summer transfer plan. However, there is a big but. It is quite obvious United's status, in terms of the finances they have to spend, will be shaped by whether they win the Europa League or not. If they beat Athletic Bilbao in the semi-final, then either Tottenham or Bodo/Glimt in the final, United can count themselves fortunate. The damage of this appalling campaign has not been too extensive and can create a more rounded squad, and the belief results will be far better in 2025-26. If they don't, a decision will have to be made over whether they prioritize a couple of positions, believing all the spare midweek fixture slots will give Amorim a chance to work with his players, or lower their sights and bring in more players with the profile the former Sporting boss wants. It is clear United are desperate for forwards. But they probably need more than one. They also need wingbacks, central midfield players and central defenders. The interest in Cunha is real. It doesn't mean the signing will happen. Cunha is well suited to the system, having played it under Vitor Pereira at Wolves and has proven himself in the Premier League over the last 2 years as a goalscorer and creator, but his release clause stands at £62.5 million. Rashford's form since joining Aston Villa mid-season, scoring 4 goals and laying on 6 assists in 17 games, has raised questions about Amorim's decision to let him go, especially as he would play a similar role to Cunha. The Villa loanee particularly impressed Sky Sports pundit Roy Keane in Tuesday's 2-1 defeat at Man City, as he netted a first-half penalty and ran Ruben Dias ragged when coming close to scoring after just 17 seconds. He was a threat, against City. When there is grass behind Marcus, he's as good as any player, said Keane in the Sky Sports studio. There's still areas he can improve on, but when he is making runs in behind and getting that service, you ask the defenders, Marcus is a nightmare to play against. He's got that hunger and desire to run into the space. When I see him making those runs, and once he's got grass in front of him, he's almost impossible to stop. No concerns about Cunha temperament. Villa are yet to decide on if they will sign Rashford permanently, but Sky Sports News senior reporter Melissa Reddy writes that whatever happens, it is obvious the forward's future lies away from United. That is why plans are being made to sign Cunha, who has given United positive indications he would like to join. Cunha's character has come into question this season after missing 6 games through suspension for his misbehavior on the pitch, including an altercation with a member of Ipswich Town's security and his clash with Bournemouth's Milos Kyrgios after being sent off. Asked if he had any such concerns, Neville said, "No. To be honest, I quite like it. If I were playing against him, I wouldn't like a player with a bit of spirit and a bit of fight. I used to play with some unbelievable players, some of the very best in the world at their time, and they had the right spike to them. You think about Wayne Rooney, Carlos Tevez, Eric Cantona and Mark Hughes and how tough and sometimes spirited they were in games. Sometimes they did the unpredictable, sometimes they lost their discipline, but they were amazing players. At the time that they get sent off, they know they've let the team down, but what they give you in return is something special, and I love a player with character." This will be the end of our report for now. Do well to like and subscribe to get more news.